am Miyosh on assignment, giving you the intel from Yosemite, where the fires are roaring, the winds are howling, the sun is setting, Miyosh is dancing, and the rain is drizzling. Yeah, it's real. Anyway, I'm trying something new. I kind of want to start sharing some insights while I'm in the middle of it, in the thick of it, totally immersed in nature, frolicking and feeling fine. Hashtag frolicking and feeling fine. Yeah, that's a thing now. Yeah, so following your flow in nature is kind of like the only way to really go. At least for me. That's been my jam. Like, even going on hikes, having a destination is nice. It's almost like when you meditate. It's nice to have something for your, like, I like to do open eye meditation. Learn from Ariane Labyrinth. And you focus on the left eye. It gives your eyes something to kind of rest on, so you're not all over the place necessarily. And as you do that, you expand wider into that awareness. And as you expand wider into that awareness, you go deeper, and this huge world opens up to you. So yes, going wider with your awareness and really kind of like tapping into what the forest is telling you, what the wind is telling you, what the sun is telling you, what the earth is telling you, your smell, all these senses combined with your heightened awareness, which is kind of like the ethereal aspect of all your other senses that, you're like, oh yeah, I can see, that's one sense. Yeah, that's like a spectrum of energy. Hearing, it's a spectrum of energy. All the sensations we feel in our skin, what are those? Like electrical, impulse signals going through your nervous system. It's all electricity and energy and different forms of energy. So going to the root of it all, energy, is sort of the jam, right? So, yeah, listen, breathe, feel, smell, use your peripheral vision. Allow yourself to sink into that sensation. I find especially when there's like weather changes, fires, or sunset, sunrise, there's like a very tangible and palpable shift that happens, and on power days as well. And I find that that's like a really easy way of getting acquainted with your awareness. Forgive me, you got a little schmutz on you. I got you. There. Same thing with like, if you're playing with magnets. It's like, oh wow, how do magnets even work? And you can do that with crystals. You can do that with your own, chakras on your hands, and you start feeling that gravitational pull. And as you start feeling those sensations, you can kind of sink into that sensation and realize, oh, there's so much more going on. And now your logical brain is on board, and you can harness your conscious and subconscious at the same time. And as you do that, tap into the electromagnetic energy that's in the air right now. When a storm is brewing and it's creating thunder and lightning, it's static energy. Wow, that was on cue. Oh shit, that was legit. anywho, going back into my mode. So when I tap into the forest's energy and forest's vibe, I find it helps me feel my own connection to it, that I am nature. I am connected as part of this ecosystem in a very localized way, which is like, you know, hands-on right in front of me. I feel like the localized is makes it more real for my logical mind. I tend to have a very like calculated sort of way of tapping into my innate metaphysical powers. So I try to utilize my logical mind as like the keystone and allowing that to unlock the rest. I'm sure other people have better ways. They're naturally intuitive in some of those realms. But for me, being like a technician, and I don't know if being a Virgo has anything to do with it, very systematic and whatnot. I try to create little systems, and I'm like, get barefoot, breathing exercises, drink some water, meditate, tap in, tune in, check in, communicate, say hi, feel the vibe of the forest, let the forest feel my vibe. Thank you for hearing me. I love you. Enjoy nature wherever you are, whether it's a houseplant or the epic majesty that is Yosemite. Enjoy it. You are it. Love it as it loves you. Till next time.